Hello, kiddos. So you are looking or watching this video if you missed the first couple days of our candle lab. So what you're going to be able to do at the end of this lesson, you can understand the different parts used in the scientific method, and you're also going to be able to demonstrate how the scientific method is used to carry out scientific investigations, and you're going to communicate your lab results in the form of a CER. That will be the next activity after you collect your data here and finish this lab sheet. So please be sure you have your candle lab sheet out like this. I either gave it to you or you're able to print it off on its learning. So what this is, we're going to be looking at the scientific method with candles. A scientist wants to determine, here we'll get this, a scientist wants to determine if oxygen is needed for things to burn. He decides to light 3 candles. He places 2 different sized jars over 2 of the candles at the same time and leaves the 3rd candle uncovered. He then made careful observations. So on your lab sheet, you need to be sure that you write candle 1, candle 2, candle 3 on the 3 candles above like this. You can pause this video and take time to do that now. So question number 1, what is the question the scientist is asking for step 1 of the scientific method? So I need you to go ahead and pause this video and I want you to think about it. What question is this scientist wanting to answer? If it would help, go back and read this first sentence again. That may help you come up with a question. So pause your video and answer that question. So the question the scientist wants to come up with is, does fire need oxygen to burn? That is what we're going to be looking at in this investigation. Right? Question number 2, why did the scientist leave one of the candles uncovered? All right, so you need to copy what's in blue here. We need to compare our data. So we need to look at what happens when we don't do anything to the candle versus what happens when we do things to the candle. This is what we call our control group. Candle number 1 is our control group. Please write what is in blue down. Pause this video if you need to take time to do that. Question number 3, what is the manipulated or independent variable in this experiment? So if you'd like, go ahead and pause this video and think for yourself. What is it that I'm manipulating? What are you changing in this experiment? Or what is the scientist changing in this experiment? Pause this video and see if you can answer that. All right, the answer is the amount of oxygen in the jar. So again, if you need to write this answer or change your answer, go ahead and pause your video and do that now. Copy that's in blue, the amount of oxygen in the jar. That is our independent variable for this experiment. Right, question number 4, what is the responding or dependent variable in this experiment? Our responding or dependent variable, that is the one that is changing because we are changing the oxygen in the jar. So again, take a moment, pause this video and see if you can think about what is happening because we are changing the amount of oxygen. The answer, the amount of time the fire burns. All right, so be sure to write what is in blue down, the amount of time the fire burns. That is our dependent, that is what we're responding. That is what is responding in this experiment. All right, and question number 5, what is your hypothesis for this experiment? So what do you think will happen? I need you to write all that's in orange down and you are going to fill this part in. So write in, if we cover the candles with jars, then the fire will blank. I need you to write what is in orange and you fill that in. What do you think the fire will do? Will the fire burn out? Will the fire keep going? Or will the fire burn out, then turn back on? What will happen? What do you think will happen? I need you to write that full, complete sentence.